Welcome to Sapience Learning, your gateway to book summaries.
Behave by Robert M. Sapolsky. Have you ever paused and asked yourself, why did I just do that? Or watched someone else act in a way that left you utterly baffled? Human behavior, complex, unpredictable, often contradictory, is one of life's greatest mysteries. In Behave, the biology of humans at our best and worst, Stanford neuroscientist Robert M. Sapolsky takes us on a journey into the hidden forces that drive our actions. From split-second brain chemistry to millennia of evolutionary pressure. From the subtle cues in our immediate environment to the weight of culture, Sapolsky shows that no single explanation suffices. And yet, through this complexity, there are patterns, lessons that can help us understand ourselves and each other. Before we dive in, here's my favorite quote from Sapolsky. Things that seem morally obvious and intuitive now weren't necessarily so in the past. Many started with non-conforming reasoning. Lesson 1. The amygdala and the prefrontal cortex are always at war. Picture your brain as a stage. On one side, the amygdala, a lightning-fast sentinel detecting threats, sparking fear and aggression in milliseconds. On the other side, the prefrontal cortex, the wise, measured director who steps in a fraction of a second later to ask, is this really necessary? The story of Phineas Gage illustrates this beautifully. An iron rod blasted through his skull, destroying his frontal cortex. Without that regulating force, his personality transformed. Violent outbursts, swearing, impulsivity, behaviors never present before emerged. The lesson? Our behavior is the product of a delicate balance between instinct and reason. And this balance has broader implications. Some violent tendencies, even prejudices, may trace back to how our amygdala responds and whether our prefrontal cortex can calm the storm. It's a constant, invisible tug-of-war shaping the way we act every single day. Lesson 2. Sensory cues subtly steer our behavior. Our five senses are like invisible hands, guiding our thoughts and reactions. A glance, a sound, a smell, even the face of a stranger, all can trigger instantaneous responses we don't even notice. Research shows that when people are shown faces of another race, their amygdala reacts in milliseconds before reason even has a chance to intervene. Thankfully, for most, the prefrontal cortex intervenes, quelling that reflexive fear. Even our social environment tweaks our actions. Men, for example, are more likely to take risks or make expensive purchases when women are present, a biological whisper of mating strategies shaping choices we think are conscious. The takeaway? Much of what we do isn't entirely conscious. The world around us shapes us, quietly nudging decisions, reactions, and judgments. Lesson 3. Culture shapes the way we see the world. Your biology matters, but so does the society you grow up in. Consider Honduras versus Singapore. The murder rate differs by hundreds of times. Where you grow up impacts how your brain interprets risk, trust, and moral choices. Cultures can be broadly categorized as collectivist or individualist. In China, a collectivist society, people define themselves through relationships, prioritizing group needs over personal ones. In the United States, an individualist society, self-definition often comes through personal achievement, standing out from the crowd. Even brain activity differs. When seeing a picture of themselves, individualists show more activity than collectivists, who may respond more to the broader context or community depicted. This cultural lens extends to morals and judgment. A collectivist society might prioritize the greater good, even imprisoning an innocent person to prevent chaos. An individualist society may insist on a fair trial first, even if it risks disorder. So what do these lessons teach us? They remind us that human behavior is never simple, never linear. It is a tapestry of biology, environment, and culture, woven together in ways both predictable and astonishing. And here's the hopeful part. Understanding these forces empowers us. We can approach ourselves and others with curiosity instead of judgment. We can recognize the silent battles inside our brains and the unseen influences shaping our actions. We can build empathy, connection, and wisdom. Who should dive into behave? The 19-year-old wondering if psychology is their path. The teacher trying to understand why students act the way they do. Anyone seeking a deeper understanding of the mind, the heart, and the intricate ballet that is human behavior. Because as Sapolsky reminds us, what seems morally obvious today wasn't necessarily so in the past. Many insights began with non-conforming reasoning. So next time you're puzzled by your own actions or the choices of someone else, remember, there's a story unfolding of neurons, environments, and cultural pressures all playing their part in shaping behavior. Understanding it doesn't simplify humanity. It enriches it. And with that understanding comes patience, insight, and a little awe for the human experience. That is Behave by Robert M. Sapolsky. A masterclass in why we do what we do, and a gentle reminder that beneath every action lies a complex, fascinating story waiting to be discovered.
We hope this book summary brought you joy and moments of reflection. Happy learning from Team Sapiens.